Hello, my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Ready for your Path of True Love reading? I'm ready for our Path of True Love reading. I'm a Virgo. As I notice, I think all of the readers on YouTube are Virgos, or at least it just seems that way. Or maybe those are just the ones I'm attracted to, like Chuck's, like whatever. They're all really good, so, you know, ask a Virgo, right? Shouldn't that be a channel? Ask a Virgo. We'll tell you in the deets, for sure. Just to clarify a couple of things. This is for your path. This is your path of true love. This is not a twin flame reading. This is not a soulmate reading. Go watch some of my videos on Clarify. I made a playlist called Clarifying, right? Clarifying with Mal or with Mark about twin flames, true loves, all that stuff. That's why I do readings for those. I am actually formulating, getting the guidance to do a true lovers spread, but not for each sign of the zodiac, like the state of the true lovers, because that's what the path of true love is about. It's about your path of relationships in terms of all of the different forms of relationships in your life that you are able to develop and connect with the content, which is about love, true love, unconditional love, fifth dimensional and above, higher dimensional love, right? Bring me a higher love, right? It's a great song. Some days I just want to hire a choir, which rhymes unintentionally. Oh, Dionysus is in the house. Okay, yeah, he's the god that sits in my throne of Virgo, so let's have a field day. And by the way, if you're in the last few days, now tomorrow's first day of Libra. So I hope you had a happy birthday. I did. At 51 years old, I had a field day. Literally went far afield. So let's get down to work here. I think you'll like this one. Lots of information, but not too many cards. We're even doing a past, present, future aspect of this, which I haven't done yet, really, in these YouTube readings. So they've been good so far. I'm going to try and keep myself out of it, guys. Help with that, so that I don't project, right? Hard not to, but that's what prayer is for. Please do it through me. Do this reading through me. So the first thing we're going to do, my collective pantheon of angels, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved, please. What is the dominant archetype, the soul power that this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign will be alchemizing and developing in the month of October 2019? Oh, bitch, the lover. Yes. Now, the lover, again, does not immediately indicate this is about romance. However, let's read the card. The light attribute, I like starting with the light, because in the shadows, like, if you like the gold here in the alchemy, great passion and devotion, blessed be, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Now, unbridled in that sense, you'd think unbridled would mean without control, but that's the emotional aspect. Appreciation, such a high vibration, right? To be unbridled in your appreciation, it's then what you do with it afterwards, which then here comes the shadow. Obsessive passion that harms others, including yourself. Self-destructive devotion, right? Miss Havisham. Great expectations. Ooh, the Leo read I just did had expectations in it. That's a good connector of dots there, right? You wandering around your house in a wedding dress. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the past, present, future, one from each of the Doreen Virtue for the angels, Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the gods, Chuck Spezzano Love Pack for the masters. Then we're going to get some fifth dimensional perspective from the higher selves involved with the whisper of love, and then a little treat at the end, a little surprise for y'all. Unless you watched the previous videos, then you know what the surprise is, and if you're a Virgo, chances are you have. My angels, please show us, where has this Virgo collective, why are you laughing, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, where have they been on the path of true love relative to October 2019? Children, either dealing directly with children or something there about your own inner child, the child archetype, light or shadow. Could also be creative children, like my company I just said, because the mother was the dominant archetype. Oh, funny, we got the mother, now the lover. That my company, Joining the Circle Productions, is like my son, and also my past life son has returned to my life, considering how many babies I pushed out in other lives. Let's see, it could be a deluge, right? So we got that child thing in the past there for you, or where you've been. Now that can be the innocence of the lover archetype. Is this love? I've been feeling is this love that I've been waiting for. Wow, I'm really going 80s today, aren't I? Oh, what else is new? My gods, Dionysus in particular, please, can you show us one card of clarity, please, for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, where they are on the path of true love for October 2019. This one. Ooh, compassion, Six of Cups, balance emotion, give and take, compassion for self, compassion for others. Lovely, 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 lovely. Let's make it 6. My masters, where are they going on the path of true love? Please, my masters, one card of clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love. Where are they going on the path of true love relative to October 2019? Baby, good timing, which to me says divine timing. If you like, take out an O in the good and make it God timing. That there's nothing you can do to speed this up or slow this down, particularly with that Six of Cups, emotional balance and healing and all that stuff, right? An equal give and take of love and emotion and compassion. And do remember, compassion is, if you want to boil it down, everybody's doing the best that they can with what they know, with what they have, with where they are, right? So to give that to yourself and then allow that cup, as you see, as they fill, to spill over for others. And notice there are other people involved here. So whether that's you and another person, it doesn't ultimately matter. Whether this is about you and a bunch of people, ultimately doesn't matter. It's about you, where you are on the path for October, really about compassion and how you define that for yourself, psychologically, spiritually, perhaps even from a Dalai Lama, Tibetan Buddhist bend or angle, let's put it that way. Something worth embracing. That healing happens so much with compassion, because in that our dignity is restored. And for that child in the past to have that compassion and that dignity balanced or restored, such a good thing, because it leads to good timing. We don't know good timing of what yet. Maybe we'll be shown, maybe we won't. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to clarify this child card with a tarot. Daughters of the Moon, please, my gods, Dionysus in particular. Please, one card in clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where have they been on the path of true love with this child archetype? Keeping in mind the dominant archetype of the lover, where have they been on the path of true love? Well, Two of Flames. Two of Flames, yes, it can be about indecision, about a desire, but indecision is always such a mental thing for me. It's about juggling fire and creativity. The Ace has now polarized in a sense. It's like, well, do I want to do this or do I want to do this? It's not, what do I think about this? What do I think about that? Yeah, there is a decision being made here. It can be either choice, which is, for that innocence, it's like, do I want to or do I not? Do I want to or do I not? Kind of juggling that back and forth, as really a wise child would do. It's like, well, I don't know yet. Let me not just dive in. Let me juggle this. How does this feel? How does this feel? What the intention, right? Balancing not just the what, but the why, which is a good thing, particularly because it's leading you to this compassion. And we're going to clarify that Six of Cups compassion with a card from the Masters. So please, my masters, one card of clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they on the path of true love? We looked at where they've been, where they're going. Now for this second line, please clarify this card of compassion. Where are they on the path of true love for October 2019? Ooh, self-worth, right? Ding, 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 ding. That you are worthy of compassion, self-compassion, being compassionate with yourself. Hey, I'm doing the best that I can. Maybe I have made some mistakes. Maybe those mistakes were quantum necessities on my path. Maybe the divine has scripted this in a way where I can give myself a little bit or a lot of bit of an emotional break and just say, kid, you did the best that you could. We so want other people to say that to us, right? For them to hold a vision that we can't currently hold for ourselves. Do that for others for sure, because that will certainly be a way of extending your self-worth by extending worth to others, right? Give them a break. Give them a break. Give them what they, bless them from afar. You do not have to do all this stuff face to face, right, Virgo? Please, when I get done from my couch in my bedroom, but I mean solo. except with my cats crowding me because they're my boys. Talk about a compassionate love relationship. All right. So now we look at where you're going with this card of good timing. We're going to clarify that with an angel. I think you're seeing how this is going out. I'm going angel, God, master, angel, God, master, angel, God, master, right? So let's look at this. Please, my angels, one card of clarity for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they going on the path of true love relative to October 2019? Blessings. Now that takes us really not just from good timing, but to divine timing. That the timing itself is a blessing. That if there were slowdowns, if there were pauses, if there was just pretty much stalls in the center of the LIE, you know, these delays, these things, that it's all been setting you up for good timing. This feels really nice. This feels really relieving in some way, and we still have another line to clarify. So now we're going to clarify again that child, children. It is plural. That's why it could be inner or outer or both. With that indecision, that juggling of desire. Do I want? Do I not want? What's the what and the why? That innocent exploration of the child. This might be whether you want to have children. I'm not feeling that, but you know, I'm a gay man, so I'm not feeling like I want to have many children. Thank you very. Population's big enough and from my POV point of view. So let's clarify that, because what's missing? We've got an angel, we've got a God. Let's do one of the masters. Please, my masters, will you please clarify for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love, where they have been. Where have they been on the path of true love relative to October 2019? The child with the two of flames and neediness. All right, perfect. So that the child, the needy child within all of us, come on, everybody's got that inside of them, that it's a going back and forth really of, well, okay, but what do I want? Right? What am I holding on to? What is my neediness? Where does that, does it stem from childhood? Is this inner child familial beginning of life? Really, the first 7 years really define our first chakra. That's tricky as hell. The stuff you learn like a sponge. 7 through 14 is second chakra, right? One-on-one relationships, and upwards you go. By the way, since we got self-worth coming up, then right, 14 to 21, right? That's the development of the solar plexus, the self, the self-worth, the self-esteem, because you're no longer completely, hopefully, bound by the tribe, right? You're developing your own self out in the world, and legally you can drink at 21. You're going to be developing that for sure during that point. So let's now clarify this lovely compassion with self-worth, loving that so much, that Six of Cups right in the center here. And we are going to clarify that with an angel, because we've got a God, we've got a master. Let's clarify that with the angels, please. One card in clarity for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they on the path of true love for October 2019? Listening. So how much of this compassion is about listening? Really being present, allowing people to tell their stories, allowing your stories to be listened to and heard, because our stories, people will say, oh, that's just a story you're telling yourself, but it's often through the rite of confession, the throat chakra sacrament, that compassion comes to us really in all of that with this self-worth, that it's also know that your prayers are being heard and your prayers are being answered, but are you also listening to the voice of compassion that instills and affirms your self-worth? Pretty cool for Path of True Love, right? One more card down for the past, present, futures. We're going to pull a Daughter of the Moon Tarot, because we've got this good timing with blessings, which really, that one plus the other, right? Good timing plus blessings really does, to me, equal divine timing, which means it's something written in the quantum. You're going to get there when you get there. You can't really control it. Can you stall it? Can you speed it up? We never really know. Go watch Good Omens. How they deal with the ineffable divine plan on that is done with such British satire and humor that you really get a larger truth from that. I mean, the book was magnificent. Obviously, I read the book first, but it's just a really, really good depiction. I mean, I can't help promote things that light me up, right? I'm a self-promotion and self-production, just part of my life in my career, right? So let's, Virgo, hard workers that we are, get this last one down, and then we'll go into the whispers of love and get the 5D point of view. Please, my gods, Dionysus in particular, one card of clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun. Where are they going on the path of true love relative to October 2019? Four of Pentacles, security, good timing, blessings and security, the well that does not run dry, and enough jugs to carry it away, right? Really so lovely that we've got this good timing with blessings. Look, whatever you're going through right now with this compassion, self-worth, and listening, do it, right? Because you're coming from this place of neediness and not sure whether you want to do this or not, because it's the child inside of you that is needy yet afraid, keeping in mind the lover archetype powering all of this. They have a great passion and appreciation, and the shadow side of it, you know, is tricky. What would the child be afraid of? The shadow side of it, right? Obsessive patterns that harm others and self-destructive devotion. Why? Because you've done that before, and it is the child inside of us that remembers and holds on to those experiences and memories, not just our own, but in the collective, in the DNA, and the ancestry, all of that stuff, so that we can what? So that we can listen to that child with compassion and restore its self-worth by saying, thank you so much. I love you. It's okay to be afraid, to be compassionate with that own child. I mean, it's inner child work, but it's also shadow work. And people who poo-poo the idea of inner child work do not realize that is shadow work, right? You're alchemizing lead to gold. That's pretty hot. This is a pretty hot reading. Spiritually speaking, again, is there anything ultimately romantic here? The neediness of a child that can come from childhood. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And again, reading collectives like this, we're looking at a general theme of which there are hundreds of thousands of variations, right? So just to consolidate these past, present, futures quickly so that I can get those lovely, delicious whisper of love cards for the higher selves of all involved. Let's do this. Please, the higher selves of all involved. Please, one card in clarity for this Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where have they been on the path of true love relative to October 2019, which can mean September? Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Now, that can be some telepathic communication if you're doing that sort of thing, if this is a divine connection, twin flame, soulmate, blah, blah, blah. But to be the partner to that child and to know that in the past that child is always with you, that the wounded child, the ego, the body, the personality, the character that we incarnated to play in this life is always going to be with us. But what if all of that is the higher self, the soul that has forgotten itself, the very lead that's calling out, and the neediness that it has? It needs love. It needs love. It needs that self-worth to know that you are worthy of having what you want, but it's got to be healthy, right? We got to find, and we'll find that way together, right? So act as if your partner is here, and if that's really relative to where you've been on the past, where you've been on the path of true love, considering them, acting as if the person was there, whether that's through visualization or just from an ethical point of view, it's setting you up for this present where you are. So let's ask the higher selves this lovely compassion, Six of Cups of self-worth with listening. So please, the higher selves of all involved, please clarify for this Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they on the path of true love for October 2019? Appreciate this moment, and I'm telling you, appreciate this. This is a lovely, sweet thing. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. And considering that we've got the child in the past, this might be an opportunity for not just emotional healing, but emotional maturation. Fabulous. No, really. Like, I'm not pulling any legs here. This feels really lovely, and I'm kind of glad I'm a Virgo at the moment. Well, I'm always glad I'm a Virgo in the month, because I'm a Virgo. Some days I'm Virgon, depending on who you are to me, but that's okay. I always come back around. Virgo. Let's get this last, well, almost last one down. You got a surprise coming at the end. A little cherry on the sundae. We hope it's not a bitter or a sour cherry. We hope it's a sweet cherry. A cherry bomb. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Mom. Oh, please, the collective higher selves of all involved in this situation, please. One card for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Where are they going on the path of true love relative to October 2019? Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. Sweethearts, it's coming. The divine timing, perhaps the communication that you've been waiting for. Who knows what they're going to say? You speak love, right? Speak the language of love. Now, that does not necessarily mean, again, romantic language. You can say, like, look, I've been through it. You've been through it. Regardless of relationship form, lover, friend, brother, sister, parent, coworker, boss, what have you. We've been through it. I really have developed this compassion that we're all doing the best that we can. And I'm in a good place right now, right? That I feel blessed, and I want this with you too. I want you to be happy with or without me, near or far, right? Intimate or distant, does not matter. It's just so lovely that those loving words have the power to change your life and the lives of others. Power of the spoken word. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Ready for your surprise? We're going to pull the other. Now, this can be a person, place, or thing. If it's the person that you're thinking about, yeah, place that variable in here. But keep in mind, this path is about you, not about what they do, right? This is about self-empowerment, self-love, you walking your path. So my collective pantheon, why are you giggling? My collective pantheon of angels, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved in this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign path of true love read for October 2019. Please show me the other, the dominant archetype of the other, and the soul power they are developing, even if this archetype is also being developed within our Virgos. Oh, the hero's journey, and the hero's path. Holy crap, holies. The hero or heroine, the light attribute. Passion for a journey of personal empowerment, right? We think of heroes like rescuers. Rescuers are doing it to rescue, right? A hero walks the path, right? The hero's journey. Joseph Campbell, go read Joseph Campbell. And I think there's a Netflix thing with Bill Moyers. Now it's on Netflix. I think it's in my queue. I watched a good chunk of it, but it's a lot in one sitting. Ready? Shadow attribute. Escapism and false sense of heroism, right? So trying to run away from the path, which you really can't. Because even when you run away from the path, what's called refusing the call, right? The hero hears the call, but then refuses the call. And then horrible shit goes down for them, and then they hear the call again, and they go for it, and they descend into the underworld. And I mean, I'm writing a whole book called The Path of True Love, using loosely the structure of the hero's journey, which so many of our fucking movies and books are based on, if not all of them at this point. Oh my goodness gracious, Virgo. What a good month to be a Virgo. Where we've been, where we are, where we're going, all lovely, lovely, all happening for us, all for the well-being of all concerned. So my darlings, my subscribers, thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. If you're new to the channel, please do. All of my info is in the box under there. I update it regularly so that I keep my stuff current. Tip me. I even got a PayPal. You want to tip me, tip me. But I wish you the very best and the very blessed of the path of true love for October 2019, and reach out if you need a little clarity. It's what I'm good at, right? But for now, my darlings, hail, farewell, and blessed day.